What up, peeps? Tony Baker here, back again, once again, with Keon Poling.
What up? What up?
And we here for the daddy issues, you know. Not the issues you might think when you hear the term daddy issues. They're usually equated to, you know, women with daddy issues. That's always the first thought, and then you go to, you know, you get daddy issues.
How come nobody talk about guys having daddy issues? Nobody ever says that.
They talk about it, but they don't say it with daddy issues. Because, you know, a lot of male athletes out here with daddy issues, but they call it something else. You're like, my dad was never there. That's what they call it.
Abandonment issue.
Yeah. They're like, my dad was never there. I looked at Watch Mojo's top 10 saddest moments in sitcoms. And you know what number one was?
Will Smith.
Will Smith. That was the number one saddest sitcom moment, according to Watch Mojo. And it's, that scene is a doozy. When I was watching the top 10, I folded up again. I folded up once again, man.
That scene never, all it did for me was like, yo, he could really act. Because before you didn't know. You was like, right. But when I saw that, I was like, this dude could really act. But as far as the fold up, I was watching with my dad. I was watching with my dad.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
I was like, you want me, right?
Right.
Like it wasn't.
You can ask him right then and there.
Yeah.
Still, man, I got a dad, but it was just, it's just that potency, man.
He can act though.
The Will Smith can act, man. Because I also looked at, you know, once you get on the top 10 list, you get into the black hole.
Yeah.
And so it's like the top 5 saddest moments of Fresh Prince.
Oh.
And a lot of it involved him and Carlton.
When he got shot?
It was a time when he got shot. That was a dope scene, too.
Yeah.
Just the layers of acting within that scene.
Yeah.
I was like, man, Will Smith been bringing it.
Carlton's underrated. Well,
Carlton
Alfonso
is
Roberto. He's underrated.
Underrated, man.
He's underrated.
That show was so good. Anyway,
that's my favorite show of all time.
That's a different podcast.
As far as sitcoms go.
Yeah, it's great. It holds up. So many good characters.
It's flawless.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, man. Shout out to the whole team to put that show together. The old Aunt Viv, too. Shout out to you as well.
Yeah, she was super dope.
Yeah, man.
She was more believable because she was like, the story was, you know, they was hood and got rich, and she kept the hood. The second mom was just seemed like she been rich.
I'd never believed she had any encounter with any hood in America
whatsoever
ever. But the original Aunt Viv. Anyway,
yeah.
Daddy issues though. That's why we're here, man. You know, what happened with the kids this week?
Man,
you and
the
the boys,
same old, man.
Yeah.
Just flipping out. Kendrick, the little one, he definitely knows when I'm leaving now. To the point where, like, if I put my backpack on, he starts waving by and going to the door.
Okay, so it's no drama though.
No, he cries a little bit.
Okay,
Keelan just be like, whatever.
Yeah, I know you'll be back.
Yeah, but he starts anticipating the leaving now.
Yeah,
like we grab keys, he be like,
he like you
he be on it.
You dipping out?
He be on it.
Do they have to hide? Do you have to sneak out?
No, I mean, Keelan used to do it too. Like, no, he just wanted both. He didn't care who was leaving. He'd have a little attitude. Kendrick's the same way. Like, whoever's leaving, he'd be like, "What are y'all?" But we distract him so easy. We
We
definitely like, come here real quick, man. And then you dip out, and he'd be like, "Oh."
I used to dip out on them all. Like if they were in their room getting the toy box, I would dip out.
Yeah,
like
but they don't really care. They just don't want it. They just see you.
Yeah, once they see it happen, seeing people leave is tough. I hate goodbyes to this day. Like, you know, I hate them. I'd rather just dip off into the night. Like, don't even wake me up. I remember my brother went overseas because he moved to like Italy after New Mexico. I was like, don't wake me up. We're not going to the airport. Just leave in the middle of the night. I wake up, y'all just gone. You know, I hate goodbyes.
I like goodbyes. Just in case.
I'm trash at them, man.
And I give everybody a kiss.
Yeah.
And I dip out just in case.
I feel it just in case.
Like the last, you know, because movies do that. Like, I wish I would have just told him one more time. You know, I don't want that. I want, if something happened, the last thing, he kissed me on the forehead, he said bye. Or whatever. Like, I just don't want it to be. And then I was asleep getting some candy out there, and he snuck out.
That's what I want.
Farted on the way out. That's the last
what I
thing
want. I want the raggedy exit. You know, then my dad tripped. He cussed me out on the way out. Said, "You listen to garbage rap." And then, you know, we never saw him again.
Yeah.
That's how the story is always gonna play out, man. This trap music y'all listen to is trash. Clean up. That's the last thing.
I try not to leave the house with an attitude.
Yeah.
I try not to go to bed with attitude. I try to like make the last thing always.
That's a great
good.
That's
Cause them movies, man, they be like, they always have to break down like later on.
Always.
You know the last thing I said to my father. The last thing I told him I wish I was never born. And then they just have the crying scene.
Last thing you do.
Yeah. Somebody already got to console him. He knew you loved him. Yeah. Did he? You don't know.
You never know.
You don't know.
He had to die with that on. That was his last thought.
You don't know.
My son said,
that's
he
it.
wish I was never born. And then,
it's a
lot. With me, with the boys, man, it's so, I've been on tour and like I'm always gone. And I just be checking on them via text and stuff like that. And like, they so independent. It's like, y'all good,
Yeah, they good.
It's now to a point where I used to be tripping about money. I'm like, man, you always want me to get you something. But now they so independent. When my son reach out for bread, I'm like, I'm happy to be around,
Is that a thing?
What?
Because I'm not there yet, but I remember my mom and dad from age, so I can remember till 17. Was like, you get a job, blah blah. Yeah. I went to college. My mom stayed sending the care package. Like, do you need anything? My dad too. Do you need anything? Are you good? I'm like, what happened to get a job at 12?
Because they know now that you are worth your weight and go like, all right, he went to college. He's better than himself. He's independent. So now, especially for me, if I see that that's how I am in general. Like I help those who help themselves. If I see you working hard, I see you applying yourself, I'm more inclined to be like, what you need? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can send you something. I can break you off some bread. But if you was just a bum, I'd be like, man, get a job. You got to earn it. And so when you went to college, your parents was like, all right, he earned it. Okay. What you need? Care packages flying in, be a helicopter.
They was always saying, do you need anything? I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. And that's how it is with Serain. He got a job. He's doing football practice. He's gearing up for school, so he hit me up for money. And it was money for registration.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, man.
Money for stuff he need. Yeah.
Sent that, you know what I'm saying? Boom, you know what I'm saying? He hit me up the other day for $25 for food. I was like, you know what, yeah. Boom. Hit him with the quick message. And then Sincere, so low maintenance. I had to take him to get a haircut yesterday.
Did you make him?
Well, he knew. He was like, I got senior portraits today. I need the haircut.
Oh, okay.
So he finally the dude cut him up nice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, even when Cecile got out, he was like, man, I like this cut.
No, you never getting a haircut?
Yeah, and so today I'm going to take him school shopping because him and his friends going to Six Flags tomorrow, and then I'm out of town Friday and Saturday. So I'm going to take him school shopping today. And it's tough with Cecile because he don't like nothing. He like one pair of pants, and then I'll be like, but you need more of a Friday, but I don't like the others. So just be one.
Why don't you just give him cash?
I could do, but I still got to take him to get the product, you know what I mean? So I just try to go with him just in case. I'm pretty much just a walk-in wallet, though, you know what I mean? But, just to make sure. You got to be fresh. That first day of school, man.
That first week.
Man, you got to be.
First week of school.
Your whole week, you got to have a new ensemble.
Oh, yeah.
Monday through Friday.
Absolutely.
I always hated circling back to the old clothes, though. Like once your new ones was up, you had to circle back into the.
You can mix and match for a while.
Yeah,
the new with the old, man. And then it's just you
got to go back into the old transform.
But I always had a job, so I always I was
stuff.
like, nah, I'm gonna get.
We get it, man.
I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get
you
that.
Was out here getting money.
I was out here, man. That's because they never gave me nothing. That's why I was surprised when I went to college and they was like, here, what you
They
need?
respected the independence.
Because man, I had to get my first job at 12.
Oh wow, what was you doing?
I wanted some shoes that was out, and the rule was like for hoop. I wanted a pair of shoes for school, shoes for hoop. My dad was like, you only need one pair.
Right.
I'm only getting one, so make a decision. Whatever else you want, you got to buy. So I went and got a paper route.
Okay.
And
you had a bike?
Bought the shoes, yeah. Well, in the mornings, they was driving me because, you have to deliver like 5 in the morning. So my dad would put us in the back of the pickup and drive around. We throwing them from the, you know what I mean? So now that I'm an adult, I'm like, that backfired on you because you had to wake up every morning and take us. That's your fault. You should have just bought me the shoes. You had to get up every morning and work with me.
Yeah, but it was a valuable lesson, though.
Yeah. I always worked. And then when I got old enough to get a work permit, 15, I worked from 15 till today. Yeah. I always worked.
That's what's up, man. So it was working. He was probably like, I'll get up because you applying yourself. You made the necessary steps. He was like, you want the shoes? You got to make the money. He's like, I respected that.
Yeah. But I also was the high maintenance kid. Like my brother he just didn't care. But I was like, I need these shoes. I need this hat. Because the girls and that was me. So they was like, you gotta buy it. I'm not buying it. Then I noticed there was like lessons being taught and like responsibility because he was like, oh, you driving a car, you got to pay your car insurance.
Right.
Turns out I was paying the whole family's car insurance.
Oh, snap.
I wasn't paying mine. Like I thought it was that to add me onto the. No, I was paying everybody's.
How much was it?
Like $200. And he
full coverage?
Yeah.
For the whole family?
That's back in how long ago?
That was high back then.
But it's only it was a teenage driver, so it's
that's not
bad
up. Though.
It was like 180.
3 vehicles?
3 vehicles, 2 adults, 1 kid.
That's not bad for full coverage.
Yeah, and it was 180. And I remember I was paying. I was like, man, insurance is a lot. And then come to find out, it was everybody.
That's why.
And I was like, why I gotta pay everybody, man? I never knew that.
Did you have to pay the car note as well?
No.
He was paying
the cars were paid off.
Oh, they were paid off?
Yeah.
Oh, man, y'all was living lavishly, man.
So, no, my mom and dad were really good with money. I found out later. Like, they were just really good with money. And that's why I'm so, we got to do.
Yeah.
Like, we were really good. We can make money work.
Stretch it out.
Like, people used to look at us and be like, y'all rich, man.
Yeah.
It's like, they just really good. Like, we can't do this, so we can do this.
That's a skill, man.
It is, man.
The money skills,
My brother just learned the skill because he was the kid who was just reckless.
Which brother?
Keith.
Okay.
He was the one that, like, we get, a $10 allowance for the week. I'm stretching mine. I'm making it I might save it, hold it off. He was candy the first day. Gone.
Immediately.
Gone.
$10
instantly.
out of it.
I was like, nah, I'm going to hold it.
That's funny, man. That's sincere.
Blah.
Sincere will be like, he'll put his money away, save it up, spend it here and there. Serene, it's gone, man.
Nah,
all right, I'm
everything.
going to get this new necklace. I'm going to get these shoes. He's high maintenance, and he'll spend his money. I'll be like, hey, all right, man,
I'm still like that now. But I'm glad. It's something I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
Because
scoffing at prices, man, keeps you afloat. Like, people look at it like, man, you cheap. But, hey, I ain't had to ask nobody for no money.
Yeah.
I got money. Whatever comes up, I'm like, all right,
Plus, my mom is a buyer. Like, that's her job. So her job is to look at 3 different prices before she makes
a decision.
So that's what I just grew up on. Like, you price everything and find the cheapest one, best deal, blah, blah. I'm a deal McGee. It takes me all day. People hate shopping with me. It takes me all day. They be like, it's a $2 difference. I'm like, yeah, but the ounces. But like when I'm going grocery shopping, they be like, the rice is $2. I'm like, this one's $1.49, but it's 16 ounces. This one,
right? You getting more rice with
that's how I be, man.
Yeah. I mean, it pays off. We be clowning you in the group chat because you so cheap.
Yeah,
but it pays off, man, because we be shredding. If y'all don't know, we got a group chat that's just pure villainy, and we be like, man, Keon is so cheap.
The group chat got so bad one time we had to take a break.
Oh yeah, it was negative.
We were just shredding everybody, and everybody to the point people was fighting. I need a break from this.
I need a break from you guys. Like,
it was so bad.
It's toxic.
It was so
the group
bad.
chat was mad toxic, man. It was
just
like,
ripping people. We'd be like, "Hey, what y'all doing today? Shut the hell up, you idiot!"
Oh, look who decided to show up. It was always just.
Did you send your veils in this week though?
It was bad. I think we had a couple cats walk away from it for a minute, just to regroup and get positive again, man.
It's all right.
Trash. In the news, though, apparently, they out here editing genetics. And people cool with it.
I'm not a fan of that.
I feel like they in there with a mixing board and they just like, boop, boop, let's put this in. It's like weird science in real life now.
Yeah. What's the purpose? Do you know what the purpose is?
Probably just all right, I don't want no kids with this ailment, this deformity. Let me add this in. You know what I'm saying?
On one hand, I get it on the, like, if it's for health, you try
health fine.
I get it.
I feel
but at the same time, I feel like just like everything, it's gonna get to a point where I want a 6'8" baller. How can you
6'8"?
How can you make me a LeBron?
Right.
Create me a LeBron James? Mm-hmm. I feel like that's what's gonna happen if that's what they're doing, and I'm not down with that.
Me, man.
That's weird. Yeah,
I ain't with it, man. Roll the dice. Let genetics do what it do. Genetics been here since the beginning. Let it just keep going,
and we'll naturally adapt to whatever we need to. Anyway, It's been happening since the beginning.
Absolutely,
so I
don't.
Even if you got to be sick, man. That's just the card you was dealt. It's messed up. But I don't like playing with stuff.
I don't like it either, man. This is a sci-fi movie waiting to happen.
Yeah, I don't like it.
We're gonna create something. We're gonna create, and then the virus is gonna come out that only affects that genetic. It's just gonna be something because nature is like.
Nature don't like being messed with.
No.
Nature does not
it's
like being
messed with. It's going to come back and slap us in the grill piece. And the people that didn't sign up for this whole thing are going to be the ones
we're going to be the one getting chased by the 6'8" LeBron zombies. Right. We can't fight them off. That's too much.
That's going to be a big fight, man.
That's too much.
The struggle. Everybody. Oh, man, that's a movie right there. Everybody genetically made. The men and women of this new genetic breed is like 6'5", 6'8".
Bigger, stronger, faster.
Superhuman strength, but they feed off brain stems from regular humans. So now they chasing us down, eating our brains. And we out here in the struggle. And they bulletproof.
Yeah, we ain't got a chance.
And they got a healing factor.
This is Luke Cage. We fighting Luke Cage every day.
Man. And they get stronger from sunlight.
I bet they do.
So it's like they out in the daytime.
Yeah. And they can survive on just air.
Right.
They don't need food. They don't need water.
Jackets,
they just
coats.
breathe.
They're immune to weather.
It's a wrap for us.
Oh, man. And they can see at night. So when we hide and they see our body heat in the bushes.
It's a wrap.
And then they come over there and they faster than us.
At this point, it's just X-Men when they made the new genes and they got too powerful. That's it.
And that's the new wave.
That's it.
It's going to be a movie. And I'm going to be out here looking like Kurt Russell in Escape from New York. I'm going to have a patch eye.
I'm going to look like Kurt Russell and Soldier.
I remember him. He was shredded up for that one. The movie didn't do well. But
that movie was dope, though.
I mean, it was all right.
I loved that movie as a kid. I loved it.
Oh, you was young.
Loved it.
You was young. But yeah, Soldier. I remember that joint, man.
Because they just tossed him out like garbage. He was like, nah, I'm still in here, man.
I'm like, nah, man.
I still got the skill set.
That movie to me was better than Universal Soldier.
Yeah, I didn't like Universal Soldier.
Universal Soldier, I was excited, but it just didn't. It didn't do it for me. But it's on Hulu right now. Anyway, so yeah, the genetics, I ain't with it, man.
I ain't with it either.
I ain't with that. Also, they saying that they find that, kids that are into this digital media world that we living in, they developing problems too. Like, they got attention deficit disorder now, and like problems stem with that. Like, they constantly on the phone. I mean, I feel like this is definitely going to be an effect to the constant processing of information, whatever it is, whether it's gaming or whatever.
Attention spans is shorter now.
Yeah,
people like, I want this now.
Quick.
Now. So I believe that.
Quick, man. It's like, man, you ain't never satisfied. Well, it's just constant. Yeah, it's a constant flow.
I believe that.
Yeah, and I'm a product of it. Like I'm in the matrix. I'm always like putting something up. It's like as soon as you put something up, they ready for more. Oh, you got a comedy special? I saw it. When's the next one? You know how long it took to get that one made?
Everybody is
like, nah, man. When's the next one?
Impatient.
So now you take a phone from a kid, they like, they about to freak out.
That's why I be taking Keelan's iPad a lot.
Yeah.
Like to the point where like, this is a thing you can have for fun, not something you gonna have all the time.
All the time, yeah.
Because that's just, he was on it a lot. We was like, nah.
Yeah.
But he put up, like he didn't have a flip out when we take it. He like, all right, I'll go play with my cars. He don't be.
That's what I like.
He don't be on the, I need it.
Yeah.
Like, if we don't take it out, he just. He don't care.
I like I said before on here, I like kids playing with toys.
Yeah,
because the imagination's in full effect.
Toys,
especially Lego. Oh man, or any type of like building block type toys. That's your whole imagination. Like, all right, I'm gonna make a house. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's funny looking, it's still them trying to, and then they get good at it eventually. And that's why, like the Baker Boys, and they grew up, we didn't get cell phones until 2004 or 5.
Yeah, I didn't have one to college.
Yeah, so and I was against cell phones for mad. I avoided it for as long as I could, and then so we finally got them. So the kids grew up like really just playing with toys, comic books. They would watch like cartoons and stuff like that, but there wasn't like no phone usage, no iPad then. So it was like, all right, use your creativity, play fighting and like.
I think everything's like people like TV's bad, iPad's bad, blah, blah. I don't think none of it's bad. It's just everything has to be just like your food has to be in moderation. It's got to be monitored. You can't just let them be on there like that. Like even when we grew up on TV, it ain't like we just sit in front of the TV all day. We had allotted times to watch it, and then that's it. You got to go play outside, which I didn't care.
Oh, outside was everything.
Was life.
Outside was everything.
If somebody couldn't come outside. I remember my boy got grounded, and it was over summer. You know, in summers, relatives come to visit and everything. So your cousin might come stay. So we outside playing football. It's like full on 11 on 11.
Yeah,
like big game. And he was. We looked up and he was just in the window watching. Mind you, he had a TV, every channel, everything. But he was outside, he was just watching like, oh,
his soul was on empty.
He was like, this is the greatest game ever played on this street. Everybody was there.
Outside. Let me tell you how dedicated to outside I was. We was outside. It was like around the 4th of July. I had a firecracker. He was like, yo, we're going to get some ice cream. Come with us. I was like, hold on a second. Let me do this last firecracker. Lit it. Threw it back, it popped right in my hand, like right there, like pow! My ear was like ringing, and then my fingers were split open. I was like, ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. And then my brother was like, all right, I'm gonna hold it down. So we did, makeshift wrapping it up. We took care of it. I hid that from my mom. I'm out there with mummy fingers. Like I'm out here, 3 fingers and a thumb bandaged up to the T. I'm like, I hid that from her just so I could stay outside. And she was like, what? Tony, what's that on your finger? Come over here. I'm like, I think I might have to go in, y'all. Yeah. That was paramount.
You didn't want to go in at all.
Going in?
As much as I eat, that's the only thing that keep me from eating. Was being outside. Being outside was the only time I'd be like, I'll skip eating to stay outside a little longer. I did not like going in. Outside. Plus, once you took the break from outside, you didn't know who was going to be able to come back out.
Right.
So if somebody went in, my mom said I got to do it. Now we didn't. It's 5 instead of 6. Yep. And then it's like, so nobody wanted to go in because you never know who was coming back out. Because, black parents just look for you to do stuff.
They be like, look, if you come in here one more time, you're staying in here. They ain't like a lot of the back and forth in and out. My boy Leon, man, he used to, his mom just might be like, you staying in. He's like, I can't come back out. I was like, oh, Leon was the key. Leon, it was like losing a soldier. It was like, oh, Leon's out, man. We was just out there just aimless after that. I was like, man. But I feel like I am guilty of this with my kids. Like, I feel like they lost the need for outside a little bit. Like, they still go out and hang out, but it's like just being outside. Like, and my oldest son's an athlete, so he's outside in the sun all day, practicing all that. But like my youngest son, they more into games. Yeah. So his crew, all right, let's link up on the game. So I'm like, y'all.
Well, we did that too. Yeah. We definitely did that. We would play like, remember what's the jet ski one that you have races? We played track and field a lot. We would do that. We definitely did that, but it was like after we would come in, and it was downtime.
But it's different too because y'all were doing it in the same house. Like he'll get with his friends. They each in a different house.
Everybody would come over. We would all have like be outside.
They separate.
Oh, but they're on live.
That's
right.
So it's like it's just him. Right. He with his friends though, but they like physically if they were together playing it, I would be like, all right, that's cool.
That's right. We didn't have that.
Yeah, so I'm like, man.
Yeah, everything back then you had to have a crew.
Yeah,
because you couldn't do nothing by yourself. It was trash.
Like, man, it's boring.
Now you can do everything on your solo. You can get with your crew and not be with your crew.
Man, playing GoldenEye.
I used to do that every day after school.
Man, GoldenEye
every day after school before practice.
Man, fun.
Can we get 30 minutes in?
Let's play the golden gun. Yeah. Man, running from somebody with the golden gun was the most terrifying thing.
Did you ever play when they had the big heads?
Yeah, we did the big head game.
That used to be funny because they come around the corner.
Heads first, and then they and then that little big head crumble. Man, that game was fun, man.
See, I want that stuff from my kids. Like, even talking about it now, like I want them to go out with your crew, do everything, like play. Play. Don't just be up on electronics, like. Right. And I feel that's on the parents. Like people always like these kids don't play. That's your fault. You don't make them go outside because you tired or lazy or whatever it is. And I understand times are different. You know, we used to get left home alone. We was like 7, 8 years old. Like I wouldn't leave that now. Like people crazy.
Yeah, but people always been crazy.
That's true. But neighborhoods was different back then.
Yeah.
My neighborhood, every other house was a kid like my age, and all the parents knew each other and all. So it wasn't even like, can I go outside? Well, tell so-and-so mama, you know what I mean? Just look in on y'all or whatever like that. Or, so in my neighborhood, everybody knew everybody too. Neighborhoods ain't like that no more. Neighbors barely speak. You don't know who lives. Back then, everybody knew each other, so it wasn't a big deal. If somebody was out, like all the kids was outside, somebody gonna see them.
Right.
It wasn't like a bunch of strangers.
My neighborhood is strange. I've been in the same apartment since 2012. I only know one family in that building.
Yeah, your building, you got a bunch of stuff around there, though.
It's trash. My neighborhood is trash.
Yeah.
But I want that neighborhood where, like, we know each other. And,
yeah.
Like, you know, I want that. Or it's busy on the block or whatever, but my neighborhood is trash.
Yeah, like, my neighborhood was dope, man. Like, we used to, like, even in the evenings when it would cool down, like, even though the kids out, sometimes the parents would just be outside, just talking, chopping it up while we out there, like, everybody chilling.
I like that.
When we had a birthday party, like, all the kids, it ain't like we invited a bunch of kids from school. It would be like the kids on the block coming to the party and everything. Like, I'm like,
that's dope. Because I grew up with that. Like,
yeah.
I grew up, like, you know, we stayed in the townhouse complex. We knew each other. Like, everybody, I'm going to Robert house. I'm going to Leon house. I used to go to a different house, Tracy and them house. After school, I would just go there until my brother got home, and then I would go home, you know. So I would go over there and demand the after-school snack. Not demand it, but every time, like, do you have an after-school snack? I would always ask. Even because I could tell sometimes they'd be like, man, I need something. Grilled cheese, peanut butter and jelly, whatever you have.
Starving after school.
Man,
I don't know why, but you was so hungry
after school. I was famished.
I was
ravenous after school.
I don't know why.
We were doing nothing. We had PE at the most. I got home. This before I played football, so I wasn't doing nothing that physical.
Hungry.
I'd be like, I have to have something.
And I wouldn't eat a snack. I would eat like a meal.
Yeah.
Like I was just so hungry. Man. I don't know.
I'm still hungry. Yeah. I'm hungry right now. As
I
we do
too.
this podcast, y'all.
I'm really hungry
at this very moment.
I ain't had a chance to really eat today. I was running around all day.
All I had was peanut butter and jelly and some pineapple and mango pieces.
I had 2 tacos.
I slept in today.
Oh, that's nice.
This is the first time I was able to sleep till I woke up, and I don't know how long.
I ain't slept in. Other than on the road, I don't sleep in anymore.
Man.
Them 2 little bastards.
With this comedy tour, we didn't even be able to sleep on the road. We be in and out of every city
go.
on a daily basis. We just assassins at this point, man. We got questions though.
Oh yeah. What's these questions? I don't.
Let's cue it up. We got Rodri J. Hope I said your name right. He asked, how would you feel if you found out your kids smoke weed or drink liquor? How would you deal or react?
In my house?
Let's say before the house, you found out Keelan had tried weed.
Tried it. Right.
What if he was like, yo, I really liked it, and you could see that
I feel like I would know if he was really into it like that. I didn't try anything until college.
Okay.
I didn't try nothing until college because I was just like, 1, my mom and dad didn't drink or smoke, so I didn't see it.
Right.
2, I just always felt like, why?
Yeah.
I was just always like, why? What's the point of that?
Mm-hmm.
And I tried it in college, so I don't know if I seen them. 1, I'd be like, why? I guess I would ask them why. Where did you get this from? Like, what did you? But because I've done both, like I wouldn't be like
the judge. Yeah, you don't want to be hypocritical.
And it depends at what age.
I would say I'm assuming from the question. I'm assuming like still living with you young.
Yeah, but like what's still senior year? You know what I mean?
Let's say 10th grade.
10th grade. I'd be like, where'd you get this from? What you? Or I might do the cynical thing though. Oh, you want to drink? All right, come on. Just get them annihilated so they never drink again.
Because you know what? For me, growing up, like I remember the first time I got drunk. I really wasn't drunk, but I played up. When you're a kid, you play up the drunkenness. So they had Blue Nun. It was some kind of cheap wine at the table. I was drinking that. My mom was right there, and I was just like, and then I was like, oh, I fell out of the chair, just overplaying it. I'm out of control. Go to bed. And I was like, but it was never like, I could always taste the wine coolers and stuff like that. So my mom never tripped on that. So as I got older, I would drink on occasion. It was never like, oh, I gotta get.
Nah.
You know what I mean? As far as smoking weed, I've only smoked weed 5 times in my entire life, and it just didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
It just wasn't like. And every time my friend, I remember my boy Mario, me and him was tight. He started smoking too much. I distanced myself because it was just overdoing.
Yeah, a lot of my high school friends.
I did that in college too with my boys. They started smoking so much. I was like, we can't really relate because I don't want to be around people that's high and I'm sober. It's just it's
well,
weird.
When it gets to a point where I'm like, I feel like y'all need it. That's when I'm like,
yeah,
because it's supposed to be recreational. And
right.
I'm like, when I feel like you need it to function
daily. Oh, we about to do this. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, and then people be like, weed ain't addictive. I'm like, some of y'all act like it is.
People are addicted to weed. I don't want to hear that.
People are. I need it before I go to sleep. Man. I need it when I wake up. I need it. Like, when first of all, you're using the word need. Right. That is an addiction.
Right.
Like, I gotta stop smoking.
I get headaches with that. It's just too much.
I can't smoke. It's like, bruh,
that's addiction.
That's an addiction.
I dated a girl for a little bit. She smoked every single day, and she I remember we would go hiking, and she was like, "Hold on, let me smoke this before we go." Like every move, I was like,
I don't like anything though. If anything you need to do that's a vice or whatever, I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah,
like, it should be. Oh, we out celebrating. Tony just got a TV deal. Let's have a sip. Yeah. You know, let's have a not. Before we do this podcast, let me go out back real quick. Like, I can't talk on the show until I hit the blunt. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
If they tried it, depending on the age and depending who, where, when. I don't know.
For me, like, to answer this question, Rodri, for me, like, my kids are older, so they definitely dealing with this type of scenario in the now. I would want them first to feel comfortable enough to tell me that they tried it. Like, no matter the age, I want them to be able to be, because they grew up with, we weren't big drinkers. We definitely, both of us didn't smoke. Yeah. And then the drinking, it would be like super rare, but we never drank around the kids, but we would tell them that we have, drank before. And so, but I never was around them buzzed up or like, whatever the case may be. So, but at the same time, I'm very big on not being a hypocritical parent. So I just want them to be able to be like, Dad, I drank. I'm like, I feel you didn't drive, did you? Just make sure they safe.
And I'll keep it real with them. Like, why don't you wait until you're out on your own? And, why you? I'm gonna have a lot of why you live here, bro? These are the rules.
Yeah, you can't come staggering in.
Yeah, like these are my rules. Right. Follow them or don't. If you don't, you gotta go, bro.
Yeah,
like, it's just
set the rules for the house.
Yeah, it's just simple. Because a lot of things I did, I waited till college because the rules was I couldn't do it while I was under their roof. Right, and that's just was the rules. And I was like, all right,
set the tone.
Yeah.
But it ain't the end of the world. Though.
But I don't want to be. I don't want to be the hypocrite. And it depends on, like I said, what they did, where, and how old.
Right. Yeah. What
and if they drove, what you doing, or
what if he was toe up on some Crown Royal at 11?
11 years old?
Yeah.
He got to get a whole. We gonna have a problem. I'm like, whose house was you at getting that? Because you can't buy it yourself.
Right.
So me and that parent gonna have it out. You ain't hanging with that friend no more because they're definitely done. They have issues that they need to deal with.
Let's get this Crown Royal, kids.
Yeah. Why?
The brown liquor. All right. Mike Mars says that fathers are viewed more as a helper than a parent. What do you think about this? Are fathers given the proper credit? Why not?
No.
They definitely not given the proper credit.
Hell no.
That's why we got this podcast.
Yeah, no, we're not. Fathers are trashed on, man.
We get played. We get blamed for everything that went wrong, but when we do stuff right, the credit is like, oh yeah, well that's what you're supposed to do, Dad.
Yeah. Like, no, dads don't get no credit. Dads are starting to get credit because of all the absent fathers are now doing the simplest thing, gives you credit. Yeah. Like, people look at us and they'll be like, you guys are such good dads. How do you know that?
We just regular dads.
But how would you even know?
Right.
For social media? I could be beating my kids every day. Mm-hmm. You would have no idea.
Right.
But the bar's so low, like now, it's like, oh, you get more credit, but we still don't, no, we don't get enough credit. And you called the helper, like, because the running jokes are always like, dad's the screw up, or dad's the fun parent, or, blah, blah. And it's like,
I will say this though. I will say this as a father, and like I feel like I get like let's say Parenthood is a buddy cop movie. I feel like the fathers should always get second billing to the mom, because the moms, they do the bulk of the work. Usually 9 times out of 10 they doing the bulk of the work. And like, dads, we come in, we discipline, we carry the car seats, we do all this. We show up when the wife or the mom has to do something, we there. But like, I feel like moms are always on the clock.
I agree to an extent of, I think it depends on the ages. Because like in the early stages, dads probably are more of the helpers.
Yeah.
But I felt like as we got older, my dad became like the lead role. You know what I mean? Like, because it was more like first of all, it's all boys,
right?
So it just became after a certain age, it was just like
the placement,
the dynamic
switch.
Yeah, so it's like
that makes sense.
when they're smaller, they need more of maybe a coddling or maybe and then it's like I also feel like dads will kind of take control too, especially with boys. Like he start getting 9, 10. He'll tell the wife like, hey, it's time. I'm raising a man. Like it's time. All that stuff. Like, I'm gonna spend more time. Like Bob, like all that stuff. I think happens naturally, and even with daughters, like you said before, women who have dads, like they just different.
A lot of times when I know women that have a closeness with their dad or stuff like that, I hear them mentioning the dad more often than the mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It feels, because I can't speak on raising a daughter because I don't have one.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like even now, like, the boys trust me more with information, like with a secret. They'd be like, and mind you, it could be secrets on the other side.
Yeah,
like they could.
I'm sure
like,
it is.
Don't tell dad, but
certain stuff. Because we used to do that.
Yeah,
like, there was certain stuff.
Switching it up
was don't tell mom, but then on stuff that I felt like I could get like in trouble for, it was like don't tell dad.
Yeah.
But if I was being honest, just trying to be on some man to man stuff, I was like, I don't tell mom.
To open up.
Yeah.
Because I'll admit, like the mother of the Baker boys, she's just better at like plans and schedules than
I'm trash at that.
Like I'm just like, I'm sorry, I forgot. I was late. Reading emails about stuff at the school and like,
I think that's universal because I am trash. I don't.
Come on, man.
I couldn't tell you
my schedule together.
She'd be like, "How come your family?" Oh no, today we got into it. Not I got into it, but like. Because my son's birthday party is Saturday. And then she was like, and I told her I wanted something small. She invited a bunch of people, and she handled the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then she's like, we don't have all these people at the house. I'm like, nobody told you to do all that? She's like, you don't do nothing, and they all call me. And I was like, that's true.
I mean,
I don't do anything when it comes to planning. When it comes to like all the school stuff, she make all the calls. I show up, I take them.
Yeah,
but I ain't making no doctor's appointments.
Plans,
I don't make no arrangements. I'm trash. Dads are just action.
Yeah,
dads are trash with the setup. The things that lead to the action, but when it's time, I'm in there.
That's why I can't take, as a dad, that's why I can't take top billing over the mom.
Yeah.
Because all that planning stuff is super important and vital. And I just don't be like, the dentist, he does have to get checkups. Yeah. Okay.
I'm trash.
And I put that all on her, and I be feeling bad, but the appointment. But I take them. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm in town, like, okay, yeah. Don't forget they got the dentist tomorrow. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
But
if you left it up to me, man, their teeth would be falling out. They would have had some Jack Sparrow teeth out here. Like, they got to get them clean. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Maybe that's why dads are called the helper, because we're just the action people.
Yeah, we
don't do none of the...
Because the planning. People...
We don't do none of the prep work.
Value plans.
Yeah.
The prep work is trash.
We don't do no prep work.
And it's so vital.
But we don't care. We just be like, it'll happen when it happens. Like, whatever.
It's so important. Like, them doctor's appointments and dental checkups, that's crucial.
And I don't even do my own.
Yeah.
Like as an adult, she be like, you got to. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you right.
Your wrist still hurting? Did you ever call the doctor? No, give me the phone.
That's why dudes be dying. That's why I talk about that on stage. Dudes be dead out here, man. Because we wasn't prepared. We didn't plan that. But that's what that is.
Yeah.
Was this Crabs?
Crabs Tea Legend. Wait, Crabs?
It's an I in there. I don't know if it's Crabs Tea
Legend.
Crabs Tea Legend or Crabs Tea Legend. You know what it is.
Yeah.
What advice do you give for single fathers? In my case, for example, the mother has full custody and I visit/take care of my child for at least 2 days a week.
I don't really understand the question as far as...
Well, he's just giving advice for the single dad tip. Like, it's a different dynamic, especially me coming from like the breakup side of it. We weren't together when the boys were born, and we got back together, we got married, and we were together, and then we split again. So with me, I got the full spectrum of the split, to get back together and then to split again. Just whatever schedule y'all have set up, just make the most of those 2 days. And whatever she needs outside of the 2 days, just have her back, man. Just always remember that parenting is a partnership. It's a business partnership at the end of the day. If y'all not together, just have each other's backs and never slander the mom in front of the kid. But that's not even what you're asking. On the single father tip, like I
didn't know if he was asking like, I want more time, or you know what I mean? Like, I got my kid 2 times a week,
which is nothing.
Yeah. So I didn't know. That's what I meant. I don't understand the question as far as in depth, like what exactly? Because I feel like as far as just being a single father, or having on weekends, you covered that,
right?
But as far as like, you know, like a feeling of like I want them more, or how do I get more?
Right.
And I could be.
And he can always talk to her, like, you know. Hopefully, there's room for negotiation.
Yeah. See, and I don't know the situation.
It could be a strict court setup, or it could just be, you know, she just got full custody. Because with me, the boys are with their mom primarily, but you know, I live 10 minutes away. They can come.
Did y'all ever go to court?
We did it all through legal paperwork. We the people through legal paperwork, so we didn't have to go to court. So
I don't even know if my folks did that.
Yeah, it was just, you know, all paperwork. It was just like, you know, I didn't ask her for no spousal support and vice versa. She always made more than me, so you know, it wouldn't make no sense. And so it was all done, you know, through paperwork, and like there was never any set boundary. Like, all right, you got them this day, I'll get them this day. We didn't even do any of that. And it was just like, you know, we split. I gave her like primary custody because, you know, they under her insurance, and like, you know, she's way more stable financially than me, so it was a no-brainer to be like, all right, boom. And then I'm 10 minutes away, so whatever's needed, they can come over when you go out of town. It's like, I got them. Hopefully I'm in town too. Yeah. And it just benefited that the boys were older when all this was going on. Yeah. It made the transition that much more smooth. So I try to be, especially initially early on, like if she was like, all right, are you scheduled on this week? And I'm like, nah, you know, go out of town, do what you need to do. I'll hold the boys down. And so we always had a good, you know, partnership.
Yeah, I've seen y'all, man. Y'all be straight.
Yeah. So, but like I said, my advice on being a single dad, man, just do your part. Like the days you do get the kid, hey, have a ball, live it up, make your presence felt. Yeah. And then,
cause you matter, man.
Yeah. And always just, you know, make sure you're a good partner to the mom too, because that I'm telling you, that always helps in the long run. I'm not sure if y'all got drama or whatever, but being a good partner, like if she hits you up, can you just, I know it's not your day, but can you take, like, yeah, you know, just don't be petty and be like, actually, that's not my day. Yeah. Don't be that guy.
And that reflects on the kid too.
Right, exactly.
Cheapons, my kind of name. Cheapons asks, what are the rules, if any, to being the step parent in a relationship?
Well, I think me and you both have step situations in there. Well, you kind of ran your would-be stepdads off a couple times, probably.
No, but my mom and dad divorced when I was 20, 19. I was grown.
Oh, well, who was you punking? Didn't you punk somebody?
Her when she first started dating.
Okay, that's when
I come home, because I was away at school. Keith was still at home, and Kyron was like 12. Yeah. So they'd be like, Mom got a new boyfriend or some dude she's seeing, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, I'll get home. So I come home from summer, and I had bulked up like a lot. So I come home from summer, I'd be like, who's you? What are you doing? Why you? And this is the only time I was ever, quote unquote, disrespectful.
Why'd you come in there swole?
Because they said they were telling me they didn't like them, or they didn't.
Did they tell you why?
No, I didn't care. I didn't care. If my brother said this, then that's just what it is. So right. Like, all right, when my brother get home, we gonna see what's up. And so I was coming home like I just got out. Yeah,
fresh out the pen.
I was come home and they would like, they'd ring the doorbell. Like, man, what? I was like, wait outside, man. Like I was. And my mom, I remember they would come in and be like, how y'all doing? We wouldn't say nothing. Yeah. And that was the only time I was ever, like, quote, unquote, disrespectful. My mom was like, when people come in the house, you need to speak, you know? Yeah. And we was like, like, we just like, nah, I just, and it was, she started dating kind of quick. And so it was just on some like, it was still fresh for us.
Yeah.
So, and I was an adult. So I was like, I don't need nobody in here coming in. I got a dad. Like I don't. And then especially the little one, like they was always trying to butter up the little one or like, do something. I was like, don't say nothing to my brother. I was like, don't say nothing. I got it. Like don't. So I was like, nah, man. Like I remember this dude. He one dude she was dating, he was trash anyway, and he came. He's like, man, he caught me out the barbershop. And he was like, hey man, why we can't, But he had his like head down, and I don't respect you as a man. First of all, I was like, your head down, yeah. I was like, your head down, man. I was like, you up here, you want to, I forgot what he was trying to buy my brother stuff or something like. You trying to buy your way in, you dropping her off late, man. You being disrespectful. I was going in. Yeah. He was like, oh, I understand. I was like, at the end of the day, man. I was like, nah. I read everybody up. Like I was like, nah, hell no. And then the dude she's married to now, though, great guy, like super cool. He came in on the tip like he got kids of his own, grown kids. He came on, like a lot of people come into step situations trying to be like, I'm your new whatever. He came in and was like, I'm just trying to take your mom out, be respectful. Yeah. Blah, blah. And I was like, cool. Like my dad's new wife. I was like, I couldn't stand her. No. She came in off top. Like I remember she put a Facebook post up and she was like, I never had kids before and now God has blessed me with 3 boys. I was like, the hell he did? Like these we're not your kids. Like, first of all, you're like 5 minutes older than me. Yeah. Second of all, we're all smarter than you. Like, no, you don't get to. You're not. I would never look to you as a mother figure. If anything, like nothing. I think with step parents, they got to come in as the. You got to ease your way in. You can't come in kicking the door in like we a family. I don't even know you. Like no.
Savagery, man. Yeah. That's funny, man. Like I've never experienced on the stepdad tip. Coming in as the step anything, so I couldn't imagine. But I couldn't imagine getting punked by somebody's son though. Just the way I'm set up, like I can respect you trying to swell up on me, but I am a man at the end of the day. So I would have probably fought you.
Oh, I'd have been
like, first of all, you know what I'm saying? You just gonna disrespect me out the gate without knowing nothing. All right, let's do this, young man. Like, if we gotta break up after that, so be it. But I need my manhood intact.
I was like, let's
do it. Then like my experience with the step thing, I have a stepmom, Gloria, and so my parents were never together in my memory. Yeah. So I never had that, that disconnect of seeing dad leave and then a new woman coming in. It was always.
So that's all you knew.
It was always daddy house. Yeah. But my older brothers were giving my stepmom some static. Yeah. Like, you should be drinking and this and that. And I was just like, I was just trying to tag in just because I was, what they said. But I had no emotion attached to it. I was just doing what they did. And so I remember initially it was like, you a wino, Gloria. Because she would have a drink here and there. So, my dad lined us up and talked to us and this, that, and the third. And, she never came at us sideways. Gloria is fantastic. But it was just that initial transition, like, and Gloria wasn't no punk. Like she's always been a teacher in Chicago, moved up to principal. So she wasn't scared of no kids. Yeah. She wasn't like, I'm gonna just let y'all run me over. Nah, she stood her ground, kept it respectful, and was like, you know what, you right. And I was little, so I was like, I didn't know what I was doing. And I knew she was never trying to replace my mom. So it was just like that dynamic, fully worked out. And the only issue I remember having was when my dad made me eat the chicken out the trash can because I kept throwing away mad meat on the bone. Yeah. And that was like the only issue. But that ain't had nothing to do with my stepmom. It was just, so I never had. But on the flip side, when my mom was dating, she didn't bring a lot of dudes home, first of all, because she's always been picky. And like one dude we did chase off, he seemed like a cool guy. He had a nice home. We went over there one time, and we was in his basement. I got drunk in his basement. Like I was drinking the liquors down there, what I'm saying, dabbling, and we never saw him again after that. So I'm pretty sure, like, dude was probably like, your son's a bit much. Yeah. So, and that was the last guy I can remember,
all because you was a lush. I mean, your mom could have been happy, man.
She could have been happy.
And Tony was like, nah, I'm going to go ahead and have a couple of shots.
I sabotaged it. She been single ever since. And this was the 80s, man. My mom been single forever. But she's just mad picky. And like, so that's our experiences on the step.
I say ease in and just know
definitely ease in
your place, be respectful.
Absolutely.
Especially if they got grown kids. Like, don't come in hot.
Oh yeah,
because we was like, come on, man.
Yeah,
like nah. Like I felt like once my mom and dad split, I was in charge now.
Yeah,
like it was like
you gotta protect your younger siblings because some step people come in foul, so you gotta make sure.
So if my brother called me, if the little one, he was like, man, this dude, because it would be my mom she'd been my dad since she was 15. Yeah, and they divorced, when I was already 20. Yeah, and so it was my brother calling like, man, Mom just left dinner on the store or didn't cook dinner tonight 'cause she on some date. That's the stuff that was making me mad. I'm like, you so worried about dating.
Crisis.
Yeah, you so worried about dating. And my brother feels neglected. So I'm blaming the dude for that. Right. So every time I would come home, I was like, nah, bro, my brother's not being, first priority no more. Yeah. So it's your problem. It's your problem. You got to go.
Right. You got to be up out of here. And also on the flip side to that, I got older boys. So I remember, my son asked me, my oldest son, he was just like, you got a girlfriend, Dad? And this before, I got in a relationship. Because, once me and their mom split, I never brought any girls around them. I never, I didn't even have a girlfriend since her, to be honest with you. But I was, dating, hooking up with girls. But I never brought them around. And so he would ask, you got a girlfriend? I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? And then it was like, your mom got a boyfriend? And he was like, nah, dudes that do, they be trying to holler, whatever. I remember this one dude, and this is what my son was telling me. This one dude tried to holler at the gas station, and then, I got out the car, make sure my presence was felt. I just laughed because I was like, man, I'm sure it's tougher for her on her end because, a dude would come into the equation with, two teenage sons that's close with their father. So it's not like they can just come in and be like, I'm the dad. And now they're not going to have that.
And that's what we grew up with our dads. Yeah. Like, bruh.
It's a tough transition to be a step pop. We don't
need you, man.
Yeah. They'll come in on some physical, like, well, we can square up,
When I was in my prime athletic, so I was like anybody. I was like anybody can
like
get
a
it.
stallion, just like he had the horse hair. He was just like.
I was
Keon came in with a full horse face and neck. He was just like, hey, man, my son, my brother said. And then he was like, oh.
I was ready to go. I was in fight mode.
Fist clenched.
For no reason. I was just in fight mode.
Comedy, man. But yeah, hopefully that helps you out on the step questions, man. Yeah, I think we're gonna table it there with the questions. We got some more here. We'll probably tackle those on another episode. But
we already did this one, like limits on
which one? The Devin Coleman joint?
No, the consciously. So you have limit on what your kids can watch, and we already talked about monitor. What they watch. Yeah, we said it real quick. Like they don't have free reign to watch what they want. Like you monitor what they watch a little bit, keep them off the TV a lot of times, blah, blah.
Oh, you mean we tackled it in this episode?
Yeah.
No, I think she means the content.
Yeah. Either way.
Because the content is different. Like I never minded my boys watching action movies. Like if it was violent, I never tripped on that. But like if it was too sexual, then I'd be like, all right, let me if it was full smash going on, I'd be like, all right, Yeah. But in terms of, because I grew up on action movies.
I guess, we watched RoboCop. We watched all that.
Yeah, I was talking about that in my movie review. And RoboCop is traumatizing. Oh. And so, we grew up. So I never, and even in my car, I would listen to music with curse words in it. But, so I never limited them on, what they're watching. Like they could watch Deadpool. Me and my son watched Deadpool. That's rated R, Logan, whatever. Just the sexual content I try to keep at bay a little bit.
I'm gonna have limits, but also too, I think my mom and dad was real good on like this ain't real. So even as bloody and vicious as RoboCop was, I was just like, this ain't real life though. Yeah, they know. So it wasn't like I don't know. I never felt like it was bad.
Yeah, I grew up thinking horror movies was mad real.
Yeah, I did, and nothing was real.
Man, I thought American Werewolf in London was real.
Yeah, I was just like, all right.
And The Shining, I thought he really did that. And The Thing.
The only thing that scared me was it. As a kid.
Of course. Clowns are real.
I wouldn't take a shower like and stand too close to the drain. I would never do. I would stand in the back of the shower.
Especially
I was like, I don't need
knowing
nothing.
he can stretch the drain out and come up.
I did not want nobody. The toilet, like I would.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes, being scared of clowns is such a valid fear, you guys. It's valid.
Well, that's because you still have it. But
I mean, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I ain't no punk, but they hiding something, Keon.
What if your wife started dating the clown?
Oh, it's over, man. We're gonna have to have a conversation. Like, meet me in the sewer, man. We're gonna talk about this.
Start dating the clown, but he show up like the first date in full clown uniform.
I might fold. I might be a punk in that situation. Like, he would be telling me like, "Yeah, I'm your kid's daddy now. What you gonna do about that? Nothing." No?
Why he doing animal tricks?
Yeah, he gonna be making balloon animals.
This is for you.
Okay, just don't hurt me, man. Mr. Clown. Anyway, I hate clowns. But anyway, y'all, thanks for watching.
Yeah,
thanks for tuning in. Please send us more questions. Leave them on the YouTube page. Any questions you may have, hit us up. We're gonna tackle them. Give you a shout out along with that. Check out the full conversation on the podcast, wherever you get the podcast, iTunes, GooglePlay. You get the full episode on there. And then if you got the questions, ask them on the YouTube page. And I guess you could tweet. Are we doing a tweet? Nah, we're going to leave that out. All right.
Just the YouTube page, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That works, though, because I be seeing them on the page.
All right. So, appreciate y'all for tuning in, man.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all. Y'all been cool so far. It's been 2 out. The reviews are good. Y'all been. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, man. We out here. Again, though, please ask anything. Ask anything. Hard hitting. I have no filter.
Yeah. We got nothing. We too old for filters, man.
Too old.
If I smoked, I'd smoke cigarettes with no filters. But I don't smoke. But yeah. Anyway, I'm Tony Baker Comedy. Follow me on all platforms. Tony Baker Comedy is the name.
I'm at Keon Polee on everything. It's KeonPolee on everything across the board.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Thanks for listening to Daddy Issues.
Be easy.